In our pursuit to find easy Ethiopian meals to cook, sometimes we find the pronunciation is tougher than even cooking it. Today we're cooking Kik Alicha, or yellow split pea stew. And it starts out pretty simple. We rinse a cup of dry yellow peas. We're going to put these in our pan here. And I got 3 cups of water. And I'm going to cover this up with the water. Turn it on. Put it on the lid. I'll be back in 30 minutes. So the peas have been going for about 20 minutes or so. They're looking good. At this time you're going to want to heat up a little bit of broth into a frying pan. This is vegetable broth. So heat this up just a little bit. So while we're letting our broth heat up, we're going to mince some garlic up here, about 3 cloves. Now I've also pre-cut some onions here because there's a lot of onions that we're using, so we have a bunch of them that are cut already. Kind of convenient, kind of thinking. Using our head, just like people who go to cooklikeabastard.com, they're using their head to find the best cooking show on the internet that we make. All right, so I'm going to mince this up. I'm taking about 1 inch of ginger. Now, which do you prefer, ginger or Marianne? Just asking. We couldn't find any Marianne at the Ethiopian supply store, so we ended up using the ginger. All right, so we got these cats mixed up. Our broth is all heated up, so we're going over here to just add our onions. These are very easy. You're just going to keep them on here. It's going to take about 5 minutes on here to get them to cook down and be nice and translucent. So after about 5 minutes, the onions are going to get translucent. While they've been cooking for 5 minutes, I've added a little bit of broth a couple times just to kind of make sure that they don't burn. So what you're going to do now is take your turmeric, your garlic and ginger, and mix these guys in. And make sure that this doesn't look too sticky. You're going to cook it down a bit, but if you need to add more broth, don't hesitate. That's why you have more broth than you need. Whoa, this is fragrant. This whole show should have been filmed in smell-o-vision. You know, a couple more sponsors, we can afford the license, but right now we can't do everything in smell-o-vision, even though we'd like to. So we're going to take some salt. We're using pink salt. It's the official salt of Cook Like a Bastard, Cook Like a Bastard Studios, and we're using, you know, as much as you want or as much as you don't want. Just put some salt in it. It's really the taste. You can put them in here, or you can put them in the peas, whichever way you want to do. Why don't we put them here in this? And I'm going to let this simmer for another 5 minutes, keeping my eyes on it to make sure that I'm making this a little, I'm really like making a roux, I guess, here. That's going to be added to the peas. But this is going to cook for another 5 minutes, and really keep the heat down low on this. And then if you need to, just add a little more broth to make it happen. Man, oh man, these flavors have come together good. So this has gone on for about another 5 minutes. Again, add broth if you need to. If you don't, but you can tell. So I'm going to put these in and add them to the peas here. And then mix these in, and then after we do this, it's going to cook for another 30 minutes or so, just simmering on a nice low heat. Well, we've ended up with a fantastic yellow lentil stew, Kik Alicha, a very easy Ethiopian dish. But easy doesn't mean anything if it doesn't taste good. So let's give it a try. Wow. It does matter. It is good. It is delicious. This was a very easy dish that you can make at home in just a matter of minutes. Well, maybe an hour or so, but this is really good. Hey, thanks for joining us here on Cook Like a Bastard.